Expo day. It's Saturday, day before race day. Headed southbound, about 2.5 hours out from arriving in Eugene. Pretty excited. Last blog. Let's start with how do I feel today? Could be better, could be worse. Actually, I remembered yesterday I was talking about not feeling well, and there was actually part of that I failed to mention, which was yesterday on Friday, I started feeling a little tick in my knee, in a place I've never felt it before. In my right knee, kind of lower on the knee on the inside, kind of a sharp little pain. Got a pretty decent rest last night. Woke up a little early because of my cat woke me up. she didn't like me sleeping last night, so but slept okay before that. I went to bed early. I woke up today. It's actually worse. I don't know what it is. It's very strange. It doesn't really hurt more when I walk, or it did yesterday when I ran. It didn't hurt more when I ran. It does hurt kind of more when I'm like leaning side to side, or every once in a while if I'm like going up a step, I'll feel it like a sharp pain. But I'm staying positive. I actually don't think it's anything to worry about in terms of running. I think I can run right through it, and it might actually feel better. We will see. Only one way to find out, I suppose. It just kind of sucks because, just trying to feel good going into race day, and I have like a sharp pain in my knee I haven't felt, in weeks. But whatever. I actually feel pretty good that it's not going to feel worse when I run on it. Although sometimes when I do step kind of on the outside, or I don't know, I haven't really dialed it in. Sometimes when I step different, like all of a sudden I'll feel it. So definitely could get aggravated over the course of a run. We'll just see. I have no idea. I have felt pretty good through training. Something I haven't mentioned in a blog is my 18-week training program turned into 16 weeks because right at the beginning of my training program, I had some issues, kind of a chronic thing that popped up for me. So for the first couple weeks of my 18-week program, I actually didn't really train. So I really started about 16 weeks out, which is kind of funny. This is my first training program, so it would have been nice to get a little bit more out of it, but I feel like I squeezed out most of it. I stayed on track in terms of the timing of my runs and stuck to it for the most part. I got my mileage in through the 16 weeks. So overall, I think I got probably the most out of it that I could have, so I feel good about that. Looking forward to Expo Day. I had this funny thought this morning. Mine keeps going back and forth between DNF and this and that, and I thought, Expo, maybe I'll buy a nice quarter zip or something, which will be nice to celebrate my first marathon. But I thought, it'll be hilarious when I buy a zip up, I DNF and sell it for half price on eBay. So keep your eyes open. JK, totally gonna crush it. So I do have kind of an A-goal, a B-goal, a C-goal kind of thing. My first goal, first and foremost, my goal is just to finish. First marathon, don't really care about time. My second goal would be under 5 hours. Again, I mentioned yesterday that, I'm kind of a slow jogger for my long runs. I have a nice kind of slow and steady pace on my long runs. I think that will be what I'll continue to do through 26 miles, considering with the assumption that I'll make it through the run. And my C goal, or depending on which way you look at it, is that my C goal or my A goal? I don't know. But my C goal would be like a 4:45 marathon time. I think that would be a stretch goal for me. Now, I should have looked and see what I did on my long run. I don't really remember, but I think it was around 11 minutes. I can't remember. I shouldn't say that. I'm not sure. But if I actually have like a D goal too. Like if I was to my dream would be probably to finish under a 4:30. But I do not expect that I'll be able to hit something like that. So my goal is to finish. I definitely would like to get under a 5 hour. My stretch goal would be under a 4:45, which I think is like a 10-50 mile or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's just off the top of my head. And then I don't know, maybe I'll run into mile 22 and just be like, okay, let's hit these 8-minute miles or something. Don't expect to do that. So because everything I've been told by some people with more experience is that it will get hard after 20 miles. So we'll see what happens. If it's not hard, it's not fun, right? We do it because we want a challenge. So I'm looking forward to a challenge. That's why I'm doing this. And it'll be as easy or hard as we make it. So let's see what else. Pause. Is there anything else? I made myself some food. Rather than going down there and going shopping and just adding to my things to do list for the weekend, I kind of pre-made. I made a peanut butter and banana bagel so that I could have that ready for tomorrow morning. I actually made another one for today, so I'm doing this just because I ran out of avocado. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. I might try to get something. I did bring stuff to make a sandwich with my fresh sourdough, what's left of it. So maybe I'll do that. But I do plan on, I don't want to eat too late tonight. I plan on basically just having a late lunch, early dinner, probably ending feast day at 3 or 4, just so I have so I can try to eat in the morning, because eating at 4, 5, 6 a.m. for me is something that's difficult for me. So I usually fast. So I'm going to try to get a fast in so that I can try to eat earlier in the morning. On my long run day, I did try to do kind of a rehearsal, a dress rehearsal type of thing, where I got up early and ran in the morning. My long runs, I haven't been running in the morning. I've been running in the afternoons, which is easier for me because it gets the blood flowing throughout the day and then stuff. And then so running in the mornings, it's colder, it's I'm not awake. So I did actually try to practice that at least once on my long run, where I got up early and then try to have some nutrition in the morning and like start my morning run at like 7 or 8 in the morning. I think it was something like that, as kind of a dress rehearsal. So I can do it. I just need to make sure that I don't want to eat dinner too late. So it's a really nice drive today. It's sunny. It's beautiful. I'm pretty happy that we have some good weather right now. It looks like it might continue through the weekend. I didn't really look at the weather report, but I think I looked at it like a week ago or something, and it looked like it's going to be great conditions. So sunshine or rain or inclement weather, whatever we get, that's what we're going to enjoy. But it looks like it's going to be the best of the best, so we'll see how that goes. I think that's it for the blog. Last blog of the week. I'll do a walkthrough of the expo, I suppose, but maybe that'll be on a separate video. I guess the last thing I'll say is I've had a lot of support. I want to send thank yous out to Tacoma Run Club. I started running in Tacoma Run Club casually, and I was really nervous about that because I wasn't really a runner, and I was kind of nervous about doing something social around what I would consider athletes. It's such a welcoming group. Everyone there is so cool that I made friends, and it kept me consistent. So big thank yous out to EJ and everyone there. And then I've had some helpful advice from some of my friends at Run Club. I want to thank everyone there with the experience that kind of shared their experiences and what I can expect on my first long run, and have encouraged me through hills and valleys, sores and pains, and kind of just walking through. There's a few mantras that I have taken away from some of the helpful advice I've gotten from my friends in Run Club, and one of my favorites is I remember EJ said to me one day, I had a run where I ran for speed one day. I don't remember if I ran 3 or 5 miles. I think it might have been 5. I got nauseous towards the end of the run, so I finished my run. It might have been a 5K. I finished my run. I had a PR on my run that day, and I felt nauseous at the end. I did not throw up, but I was telling EJ, he says to me, when you're feeling nauseous, that's when you know you still have more gas left in the tank. So that's actually been a great one. Thank you for that. So I know when I feel ill, I still have more gas left in the tank. All right. Well, again, thanks to everyone in TRC, and thanks to all my friends who have given me support through the run, the trainings, and the run experiences. I've had a couple people too who actually, reached out and said if they can follow my run online or something, send them a link. I don't think the marathon has anything like that. I did look. If it does, I missed it. Sorry. But I wanted to just say thank you to anyone who showed any sort of interest or support towards me. It actually has been, I accept the love. I accept it with all my heart. So thank you all. I love you. JR out for now. See you at the finish line. Let's go.